Good morning, class. So, this is the next part of your chapter number 9, and today we are going to learn about callus culture. What is callus culture? Okay. So, callus is an unorganized and undifferentiated mass of tissue. The plant body of higher plant is made of multicellular, well organized, differentiate structures like root, stem, leaves, etc. Sometimes the cell of these cell differentiated structure proliferate to form large mass of unorganized and undifferentiated cell, and which is called a callus. Okay, and this process is called callus culture. Okay, so I'll show you how this process can be done. Look at this structure. Okay, so what you have to do is just you have to cut a middle part of this carrot. First of all, we will wash this carrot and we will cut the middle part as a cutting into the peels. Okay, and after that we will put that small pieces inside the water and we will wash, right? Means washing off that peels. And after that means whatever the technique you can read from here, all the technique is given here. Okay, I am explaining you in short. So according to this technique, whatever the medium we have made, we will put that small pieces of cutting that peels into sodium hypochlorite. Okay, inside the sodium hypochlorite, we can see here the surface is sterilizing है ना, inside that solution. And after some time what we will do, we will wash through the distilled water means a pure clean water है ना. After that we will wash that pieces, and after some time after washing what we will do, we will see that cutting of meristematic zone means the lower side. Okay, we will cut that meristematic zone of that piece, and that piece is known as explant. Again we will do, and the next process is known as inoculation. Inoculation is that whatever the medium we have made, according to the culture medium, we will put inside the piece in the medium. And what we will apply, we will put the cotton so that the air will not go outside or come inside. Okay, so we will put in the culture that piece for maybe of 6 to 8 weeks at the temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. This is known as culture inoculate. Okay, at 25 degrees Celsius. So we will put for 6 to 8 weeks, and after that time what we will see in that piece, in that peel piece, what we will find that new calluses obtain. Here you can see this new calluses obtain. So these all are representation of various steps of callus culture. Okay, so this is also a type of culture. So we having significance of callus culture. So what is the significance? A large number of plant can be developed after hormone treatments. This is also a significance. A large number of somatic embryos or amoeboidic can be developed from a callus due to somatic embryogenesis. Okay, or new plant can be regenerated from a single cell isolated from the callus. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so next we having our protoplast culture and somatic hybridization. So what is protoplast culture? Protoplast is a biological active and most significant material of cell. Since the isolated protoplast grown in culture often perform better than single whole cells, they may serve as an excellent screening material from cells cloning and development of mutant lines. It is used in somatic hybridization technique also. So this technique property of protoplasts have opened an entirely new area of fundamental and applied research in examination as a biology, or we can say the cell genetic. Okay, so techniques of protoplast culture is it involved two steps, that is isolation of protoplast or protoplast culture. Okay, so in isolation what we will do, we will first of all we will do the collection of that surface, that thing, है ना, and whatever the surface sterilization of that leaf sample, first of all we will collect, and after we will research the sample, है ना, whatever the sample is, and after confirming the sample what we will do, we will rinsing of suitable osmosis, means after, means whatever the time we have, time period we will give, that how many time we have to distill it with water, for how much time we will put that part in a solution. So this, in this way means, and at last what we will do, the purification of the protoplast, है ना, so we will do in this way. Now next is your protoplast culture, or we can say, and regeneration. So in this protoplast culture what we will do here, I'll show you the example. Okay, so this is the plant. Okay, so we having two different types of plants. Okay, that is parent plant A and parent plant B. When they will fused with each other, what they will form, they will form isolation of protoplast, means after the isolation of protoplast they will form heterokinase selection, means half, the mixture of half, and that is known as their hybrid protoplast. And that hybrid protoplast, what we will do in inoculation on the medium, again we will put that callus inside the medium. So callus of hybrid protoplast cell, inside the medium we will put the cotton also, and we will left for some time. Okay, so this stage is known as organogenesis through hormones, है ना. And after this stage what we will do, after some time, that there is a plant from in this callus, and on that hybrid callus we will form a small plant, and after that plant we will put in a pot, and what we will see here, that somatic hybrid plant is occur. See here. Okay, so this process is known as protoplast culture and regeneration. Okay, now next is your protoplast fusion and somatic hybridization. So what is that? So protoplast fusion and somatic hybridization is a recent and highly potential technique of producing the hybrids. Okay, this is the technique of producing the hybrids, or by this technique such hybrids can be developed which are usually not produced by the conventional method of hybridization. But why? Maybe because due to some sexual incompatibility. So all through only somatic protoplasts are used in this technique, and this technique of raising the hybrid is called the somatic hybridization. Means in this technique, when we will do the rising of this technique, and the technique will mean rising of the hybrid, so that will be known as the somatic hybridization. And such hybrid, and means whatever the hybrid we will take, is known as the somatic hybrids. Okay, so the objectives of somatic hybrid is to produce hybrid through fusion of protoplast isolated from the two parents, just we have seen the example, and induction of the callus formation or fused protoplast, or to obtain the differentiation of the hybrid plant from the indifferentiated. Okay, and we having different types of techniques for the somatic hybridization. So that is isolation of the protoplasm, fusion of isolated protoplasm, or we can say identification and selection of hybrid protoplast. Okay, yes, so we'll go to our next topic, that is organ culture. So what is organ culture? Organ culture means when a plant is capable or to produce the specific tissues of plant part is known as the organ culture. So it may be of following kind, like root culture, formation of root is root culture, leaf formation leaf culture, meristem or shoot tip, so that is shoot tip culture, flower culture, anther and pollen culture, ovary culture, ovule culture, and embryo culture. So in this way means the formation of different types of specific tissues plant part. Okay, so the significance and application of plant tissue culture is maybe of in agriculture way or in horticulture way. So if we will talk about in agriculture way, so maybe it means in agriculture way production of simultaneous variation or development of disease resistance variety of the plant, we can develop that tree, or production of better and micro free cotton. This technique is used to develop adaptation in plant growth in saline soil also. The heredity source of the plant can be conserved by this technique, and this technique is useful in the conservation of germplasm of rare species. Means according to this we can also have the rare species as a conversational. But if we will talk about in horticulture, so it helps in the formation of taproot system. Nuclear seedlings were vigorous and nuclear seedlings were formed free from the diseases. So this is the benefit of in horticulture. Okay, or yes, it is also in forestry. So thousand of the plantlets of important timbers like teak can be developed in short span of the time. So means conservation of time also. Okay, so next, so this is all about the organ culture, means for formation of different tissues and different parts of the plant. So next we have single cell protein, that is SCP. So what is single cell protein? Single cell protein is a protein which is prepared from the unicellular or filamentous microorganisms and which can be used as food on feeding additions. Microbes used for SCV production including like bacteria, cyanobacteria, algae, fungi, etc. So there are types of single cell protein. So they are like, if they are forming from the bacteria, so we'll say that SCP obtained from bacteria. If it is obtained by cyanobacteria, so we can say it is a cyanobacteria SCP. Or is it obtained from the algae, so we'll say algae SCP. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Now, next is our animal husbandry. So, what is animal husbandry? Animal husbandry is very useful for us. If we explore the economic importance of animal to man, we find that every group of animal kingdom is related to us in one or more ways and has its own importance. So since ancient time, we are using animal as food and getting from them other useful products like milk, meat, egg, honey, है ना? All these things, etc. So animal also serves as means of transport, cultivation, irrigations, etc. Okay. So, the word husbandry means management of domestic affairs. Is it clear? The word husbandry means the management of domestic affairs. Okay. So, the term used in a connection with animal husbandry including proper feeding, breeding, healthcare, housing, etc. Animal husbandry is the agriculture practice of breeding and raising livestock. The branch of biology which deal with animal can services artificial insemination program, breeding of good animal from artificial insemination using local breeds of buffaloes, cows, pig, horses, sheep, camel, goat, etc. is called the animal husbandry. Or in other words, we can say animal husbandry is a science and an art of management of domestic animal, including their feeding, breeding, housing, healthcare, from getting maximum benefits. Okay, for getting maximum benefits. So this is known as animal husbandry. Okay. Okay, so we having different types of importance of this animal husbandry. So importance of livestock in human life. What are the importance? So first we will go through the availability of food, है ना? So through animals we can have we can take different types of like food like honey, egg, meat, milk, है ना? All these provided by us to animals. Or we can see the hives, है ना? So we have to provide the hives, that is the height obtained from the cattle and other animal and a useful various variously, right? And fibers, we are getting different types of fibers that is obtained from sheep, goat, rabbit, camels, and silkworm. So all these things we are getting from them. Now working animal, we also used buffaloes, cows, camel as a working animal, right? Elephant, horse, donkey, all they are useful in our use for this purposes, right? For the transportation purpose. Animal water, so what is animal water? Like dung, horn, feathers, these also all very useful for us. Okay, now employment means animal husbandry also provide employment to people. Yes, we will get a type of job, we can say, right? So this is all are the importance of livestock in human life. Okay, so we having scope of milk production in India. So what is the scope of milk production? So India is an agriculture country. Agriculture is the major work of our farmer. Like they rear cows, buffalo, sheep, goat for milk production. About more fourth animals of the world are found only in India. And in India, more than 95% cattle and other animals are found in village. And about 53% milk obtained from buffaloes, 45 from cows, and 2% from sheep and goats. So this is the scope of milk production in India. So what are the major breeds of cattle? So I'll show you the major breeds of the cattle. So the term cattle is used for cows, bulls, bullocks and buffaloes. Breed is a group to related to the descent and are similar for the most characteristics like morphology or size, etc. Okay, so we having different types of important breeds of the cows. So in this picture you can see there are different names of different types of cows according to their shape, size and ability to give milk and the region where they mostly found. Okay, yes. So as like cows, we also having important breeds of buffaloes. So you can see here the breeds of Indian buffaloes. Here it is given, है ना? So a buffaloes provide about 1020 liter of milk every year. So you know its milk is superior than cow milk. In India, about 65% milk is obtained from buffaloes. So we having some breeds of Indian buffaloes. Here is the chart. You can read by this. So see here. This is the different types of buffaloes we have. Okay. So the purpose aims of animal breeding, if we will talk about the aims and purposes, so to get the such cattle which fulfill our need, they also fulfills our need to increase growth rate, to develop such calves which become able to generate their offspring as early as possible, right? To increase disease resistance, to develop milk production, है ना, to develop the production of milk production capability, to develop long lived cattle animals, or to develop vigorous breed to increase the quantity of fat in milk, and to develop fertile breeds. So all these are the importance of aims and purposes of animal breeding. Okay, is it clear? Yes.